Hi everyone and welcome back to the Shabby Doll House. It's Laura. Thank you so much for joining me today and welcome to all of my new subscribers. I hope that my projects will bring you some inspiration. So today I have this beautiful journal that I created and it was inspired by a lady named Amelia here on YouTube, and I cannot pronounce her YouTube name, but it will be in my description box. She makes the most beautiful projects. And so she made a journal using vintage lace and some eco-dyed papers. So the papers that I made in here, I made myself, and I used some roses that my husband had given me either for my birthday or Mother's Day, I can't remember. But whenever they started wilting, I decided to make some paper with them. So I've just been hoarding those papers, and I've had it on my list to make this project for so long, and I finally did it, and I love how it turned out. So this is it, and it's quite large. It turned out a lot bigger than I wanted it to, but I love it so much. So the base is made with Amazon packaging, an Amazon envelope. And so it's covered with some tea-dyed muslin and lace. And this cover here, it has some crocheted, it's a crocheted tablecloth, table runner. And so it measures 11 by 7 and has a 3.5-inch spine, and I did a hidden spine on this journal. And so the cover has a bunch of vintage antique doilies, and I love this doily with the tiny little flowers. And there's another one here on top, and I made this flower here and just added the flower here in the middle. And there's some cheesecloth and some tulle and a tatted doily there. And so I added some vintage tatting in here as well as some of my own. And so I have it, the closure here is wrapped all the way around, and it is some vintage lace that is just tattered and torn and ripped, and I just love it so much. I wanted to use it in this journal. So let's go ahead and go inside. So I hope that you all are doing well. It's a beautiful day here. We got a lot of rain over the weekend, but it's beautiful today. So when you open it up, this page here is my absolute favorite. And I know that my cover is not the same size as my paper. The way that I measured this is by how far everything stuck out around the pages. So this is that vintage lace on the inside here. I've been hoarding that lace. So pretty. So this page here, you can really see the beautiful roses, and it's like it embossed the paper. And I think that is so beautiful. It's like when she made her journal, it's like this, it's displaying your laces in the paper, and I love that because I've been hoarding this paper. So you can see I have a lot of just vintage lace and trims, and I added this flower here. So I love it so much. So it's not inked at all. This is just how it turned out. And between each page is either lace or cheesecloth. And so whenever you lay it down, you can lay it flat. And I love that because it's like a waterfall journal. So pretty. So each and every page in here, including the fabric pages, is sewn in individually into the spine. So on this page here, I love how behind the pages you can just faintly see the roses, and it's a different color. I just think that's so pretty. So here's some tatting and some vintage lace and an antique button there. And Amelia slow stitched her laces, and I just sewed mine. So this page here, we have some beautiful tatting and some beautiful laces, and I made this pretty little simple dangle here. So on the next page, you can really see those roses and leaves. Just so pretty. And we have some more lace and a tatted flower I did there. And this page is some fabric that I had, and I'm not sure what this was. It may have been an old shirt or something, but I love how the lace, I love how it just folds down like that. So we just have an old letter in here. And I love to read old letters. I'm not going to read this one, but look at the way they wrote. It's so beautiful. So on the bottom here, we have a ruffle and a bow I made with some lace. It's just so pretty. And this book is heavy. So you may recognize this tag here. I did a video on it, and if you missed that video, I will have that in my description box. I just thought that they looked so beautiful in here. And on this side, we have some vintage book pages, and this is some French book pages and just some other book pages I've been hoarding that are very fragile. And I love this page here because of the beautiful vintage lace. It's just so beautiful, and I love the tulle. And this lace here I've been hoarding as well. It's so pretty. So on the next page here, I just made a ruffle with this trim, and there's some vintage lace there, and there's a tiny pocket there. And here we have another really pretty little pocket with some pretty vintage lace on it. And inside I just tucked in these old cards that were in my stash, and none of them are written on. So I added those in there. So let me show you this page here. Look at how beautiful that paper is. I love it so much. So on this side, I added some more beautiful laces, and this one I have a bow and some beautiful old lace. And this is another one of my favorite pages here. So we have a beautiful rose here that you can see, and I love the way those leaves made that print on the paper. Isn't that amazing? So I didn't want to put too much lace on this side so that you could see the rose and the leaves there. Okay, so my husband's in the kitchen making noise, but I want to get this video done, so I apologize for that. So you're going to hear some noise. So here we have a fabric pocket, and we just have a ruffle here on the bottom, and there's some cheesecloth, and so you can stick something in there or on this side here. And I love this beautiful lace here, and we have this rusted piece here, and I just used one of my stamps and added this here because I thought that was so pretty. So the next page is another one of my favorite pages. So this page, you can really see the roses. Isn't that amazing? Just so pretty. And that's some of my favorite vintage lace there, and I added a little rose. And so on this side we have some beautiful vintage lace and tatting, and that other tag. And we have a little pocket here, and I hand stitched this bow on because I wanted it to be scrunched up. I just think that's cute like that. So let me show you close up what that looks like. It's so pretty. And so this side you can see more of the roses right there, and the leaves, and I just put some lace here and sewed it, added these little roses and made a bow up top, and that's the lightest pink ribbon. And this side, I believe that this is an old pillowcase. I'm not sure. It's just in my stuff and I forget where I get things from. But I just have this cute little girl here. And so I sewed these vintage laces between the ruffles here on each one. Let me show you up close. So cute. And so here we have two really big pockets made from this antique lace from an old dress. And we have some laces in here, trim. This is very, very old. I didn't dye it. This is just how it came when I purchased it. Beautiful. So this side we have this beautiful trim here. So pretty. And this vintage trim here. And I think there's 2 yards on there. And we have some doilies inside here. So that's the pockets, and I just added a ruffle I made with some vintage lace. And that's the other side of that with the lace trims. And so this is the last page, and you can see all of the beautiful markings from the roses and the leaves. Just so beautiful. So there's some more lace here, different lace pieces, and I added that little flower there. Thought it looked pretty. And this side we have some tatting and vintage laces and pieces. And look at that rose right there. Isn't that beautiful? And that big leaf. And this side you can really see the leaves. And you can see a rose here with the stem. And I added one of my tatted flowers there. So pretty, isn't it? And so on the last page, I just added this flower here. And I have a tatted frame I put behind the flower with some more pretty lace and ribbon that I just scrunched up. So I hope that y'all love this book as much as I do. I think that it is so stunning, and I will have Amelia's link down below, as well as my Etsy shop if I decide to sell it. I'm just still unsure because I love this project so much. So I appreciate you all so much for watching. Please let me know what y'all think down below, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, y'all.